Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Reed, Juris Doctor, Small Business Development, IT, and Marketing Guru from sunny Victoria, BC. Follow me for new podcasts on beginner investing in Canada as I survive, grow, and prosper in a post-COVID Canada. This podcast and any statements made by me or others therein is just me sharing my opinions. This is not financial, legal, or other advice, and continuing to listen implies acceptance of this disclaimer in its entirety. Thank you for listening. Today's podcast, 3 tips on investing I haven't seen elsewhere. Number 1, avoid confirmation bias. Confirmation bias in the context of investing is, researching an investment. You're looking to confirm that initial rush you got when your latest hot pick starts lining up the way you like it. So you see an article that doesn't favor your initial lineup, and you might subconsciously give said article much less weight, at best. Or maybe you were reading an article and you miss some overly hopeful but generally misleading statements. Statements based on projections or broad theories and possibly mere hopes. Statements like, it's bounced back to 5% of pre-COVID levels and it's poised to rocket up from there. Maybe it is. Underline maybe. Do the numbers, check the general trends, the economic conditions, and the political climate. Do these line up in favor of this investment? If not, perhaps being a bit cynical can save you from a potential dud. Tip 2 is for a little bit more of a specific audience. This is with long-term equity investing, like stock trading. And if you have a smaller portfolio or a little bit less capital, or if you're paying commission fees, and quite possibly even if you're not doing any of these things. So tip number 2, buy the biggest chunks you can afford. And by that, I mean number of shares, assuming it makes sense, of course. Why? Number 1, obvious reasons. You can dilute those commission fees. Number 2, smaller gains are required to make profit. This increases your chances for said profit. Number 3, this does not mean gamble on small cap stocks at large volume. Unless that's the kind of extreme risk taker you are. The more you gamble on smalls, the more you stand to lose. Tip number 3, and I dare say that this tip applies to everything in life. The more homework you do, the more that you mentally invest in your investing skills, the better your odds of success will increase. Diversify your sources. Check out some American investors like Rich Dad Poor Dad and Meet Kevin. Go a little bit outside the box. For example, I love Humble Trader, who is a day trader. The analysis and other skills that she is a master of can sometimes be adapted to my long-term investing style, to my great benefit. And learning from such polar opposites as Shay the Humble Trader and Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad, I feel that this gives me a more complete picture. Alrighty, so concludes my 3rd podcast. I am very grateful to already have some listeners. If there are specific topics you'd like to know more about, shoot me an email to andrew@babydragoncanada.com. Stay tuned for new podcasts every Wednesday and Saturday. For up-to-date news and content, follow me on Instagram at Canada Stock Market. Canada Stock Market. Add the Canadian Financial Survival Channel to your list of weapons. Subscribe, like, win.